What's up, y'all? Welcome to Divine Star Energy. And today we're going to be talking all about Pisces because I'm a Pisces and I'm going to be explaining all my personal placements first before I move on to anything else. And I'm wearing my red hair and my blue dress to give Little Mermaid vibes because Pisces is Little Mermaid vibes. Pisces is Ariel. Pisces is a fish out of water when it comes to dealing with society, dealing with social things, dealing with why. Because, okay, so when I say dealing with social things, I mean Mercury is debilitated, meaning Mercury operates basically at its worst when it's in Pisces, and Mercury is the planet that represents communication. So when it's in Pisces, you got to think about it. Like, what type of communication is happening in the middle of the ocean? We don't know. Most people don't know. It's not, that's not a worldly type of, that's an otherworldly type of thing. And that is Pisces energy. Pisces has some type of psychic communication with other people that, Pisces can pick up on the energy and have an energetic bond with other people without other people even knowing about it. That's how deep Pisces is. Like, you could think that Pisces don't really know you like that because they don't express how much knowledge they have. Because, like I said, Mercury is debilitated, so it's something with like Pisces and like communication and caring too much about like expressing. They have a lot of knowledge because of Jupiter. They have a lot of wisdom and knowledge for Jupiter's energy being their ruling planet. But when it comes to Mercury being debilitated, when it comes to communication, again, like you see, I'm even stuttering the top. It's also because Gemini squares, and it means it forms a negative aspect to the sign of Pisces, and Gemini is a mercurial planet. It's a planet ruled by Mercury. So I say that to say, like, Pisces, they're smart people, they're geniuses. Literally, I believe Albert Einstein was a Pisces, but there's also a miscommunication all the time when it comes to Pisces. Like, people cannot read y'all. Y'all can read, I'll say us because I'm a Pisces myself, but people cannot read us. We can read them like a book. The only people who come close to reading us are Scorpio or maybe even Cancer, because Cancer is like, because of the trine energy between the other water planets, these people can like pick up on certain, things we do quicker than other people. But if it's just like certain, definitely I would say like fire sign people, they probably don't even get along well with like Pisces people because they look at them like they're not, like in the action enough. We don't take action enough for like people with a lot of fire. They just be like yeah, like we're wasting our time is how they feel about us. But in reality, it's like we have a ancient kind of wisdom, like been here, done that. And when I say like a fish out of water and I keep talking about Ariel, it's because you have to think about how the mermaid people, that they're like legendary before earthlings, so the stories of mermaid people, their civilization or whatever you want to call it, it predates humans, and human life. Like, they're alive for hundreds of years. Humans is like 80-90 years if you're lucky, if you eat well. Anyway, but because of that, it's like you're a fish out of water when it comes to just like regular day-to-day routines. Like Pisces real person is gonna have to have like some type of like mystical, like imaginative, creative type of experience in their day-to-day lives, or they're just going to be miserable. They have to share their creativity in some type of way. They are poets, they are musicians, they are, creators. So if they're not operating in that, they can, if they're stuck doing things that is like detrimental to their soul. And I say that to say, like, if their parents wanted them to pursue a certain career and that's not what their heart desired, yeah, they could be successful at that and they could learn those routines, but it's still going to be like nudging at them like, dang, I should have did this, and what could my life look like if I would have pursued my passion, type of thing. Like a Pisces person is very passionate and very driven when it comes to their own like desires and dreams, because they're dreamers. They dream and think all day about ideas of how to become successful or how to get money or how to love, and bring unity to people. Like it's something, it's always a thought and a dream and maybe even a daydream going on in a Pisces person's mind. Even if they're having a conversation with you, they're there, but they're there in the physical, but in the mental, their, mind is like still floating through the ocean, like of thoughts and creativity and what I got to do for this. But they can also like, it's like a Pisces is a dual sign. It's two fish. It's dual energy when it comes to that. Two fish swimming in two different directions. So like the other fish is focused on what you're saying. I hear you. I'm empathizing with you. I feel where you're coming from, and I'm gonna, tell you like a way to, whatever you're asking me, I'm gonna give you the advice for it. But in the actual moment, the Pisces is probably going to look like they're not really paying attention. They're not really there, especially in school settings, because, again, this comes with the Gemini energy in early, like, childhood development situations. Pisces come off as awkward because they're in their head so much. And to other little kids running around playing on, playground and playing with each other, they're, around 4 or 5, 3, 4, 5. They're learning how to talk and socialize and be a community with others. But a Pisces is still kind of more in the spiritual realm, where like it's so much other stuff going on subconsciously in a Piscean child's mind, that to be in the physical, it's like I'm here but I'm not here. It never stops. Like I said that in a Piscean child, like it starts in the childhood, but it continues throughout your life. Like you always find yourself in situations where you're there physically, but mentally you're somewhere else. You're off in a daydream. You're off in a wonderland. Alice in Wonderland would be another example to me of like a Piscean energy person, where it's like this, you can't really separate, and that's where it's like a thin line between reality and your subconscious mind and your like daydreaming, because you manifest the things that you think about into reality. So that's why I say it's a thin line. Not that like you could be crazy, but yeah, a lot of people, Pisces does represent the 12th house. The 12th house does represent like mental asylums or dealing with mental health issues. Not saying, oh, Piscean people crazy, but sometimes you do find people with a lot of 12th house energy, not necessarily Piscean people, but people with 12th house energy who do suffer from some type of mental health thing, because like I said, it represents the 12th house of subconscious mind. It represents your mental and subconscious mind. So if there's negative aspects forming to this energy, to your sun sign, your moon sign, or whatever, it could cause like adverse effects to show up in your real life experience, and you have to get those things under control and be able to differentiate what is a dream world, what is the imagination, and what is like actual true life. Because Pisces are visionaries. Pisces are seers. They can see into the future, and sometimes if that future has not manifested itself yet, and you go around telling people what you're seeing, you're gonna look like you're batshit crazy. So Pisces have to learn to be careful who to share their experiences of insight with, and that's something they learn over time. Pisces learn a lot over time. Like I said, I keep giving the analogy of the Little Mermaid, because I feel like that best describes how you come into this earth experience the same way she had to go from the ocean to the shore and learn like fork is not to comb your hair with, it's actually to eat food with. Because to a person that doesn't know any better, the fork and the comb looks the same way. So Good luck, Pisces. I'm probably gonna do a part 2 because I could talk all day about Pisces, but this video is gonna cut at 10 minutes. So I'll see you in the next one. Please subscribe, and best of the year. We're gonna talk about the transit soon. Take care.